This time I was definitely looking at the camera.
Nice.
I wasn't off in space. I wasn't deer in the headlights. I was connected with you, our valued viewer. Thank you. Thank you for being who you are and being where you are, which is here
With us.
for the Bob Doyle and Tracey show.
With these really cool dancers. Wait.
I wonder how long you're going to be parenthetical.
Parenthetical.
That's what you're right now. You're parenthetical in the title. You know,
Yeah.
Bob Doyle and So when did it just become the Bob and Tracey show? It's the Bob and Tracey.
You have a really cool
Well, we just
song.
have to rehire the singer.
Wait, did you say this?
What do you think? I hired studio
I
singer?
don't know. I really didn't even think about it.
Yeah, I'm not the ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Yeah. Well, thank you, small audience.
Yay!
We have a small studio audience today because of.
It's the holiday. We've got Memorial Day coming up on Monday.
That's right. So everybody's traveling.
They're taking off
Normally
a
there's like
week.
1,000 people in here.
Yeah,
but
but-
today there's 7.
Need a new theme song, Amy says.
Hey. I think maybe you could consider, or maybe it's time to but you need a.
Oh, stop. She's my
Oh
sister.
no, my lips are like this forever. There's nothing to do about it.
I better. No.
Yes. All right. So wow, what a week we've been having, right?
It's
Am I
been
right?
Fun. So crazy. Oh
Some
my
of
goodness.
it's fun. Okay, ladies, you're free to go. They're like
They're on
hello.
overtime, you know.
Yeah.
time
No.
now.
So, but a lot of it is like cat and lack of sleep because of cat. And one of the things we're noticing today is the cat is on a suicide mission.
Unfortunately, Lucy's a little crazy.
She sleeps and sleeps and is so precious, and you rub her, and then she's a wild woman for a
Yeah.
while.
Yep.
Jumps up, just the whole thing.
Just cat craze. Like, no catnip, but acts like as if.
As she should at her age. I mean, she
Right,
should not
she's
need
not even
catnip,
4 months.
right, to be that. But
Frisky.
but she's like today. We're constantly kicking her in the face.
She's little, right? So she was the runt, and so
She's all in. This is underfoot.
Yeah, we call her Kitty Underfoot is what we started calling her.
That's right.
Because she loves being around us, which is so. Oh my gosh, you guys! Seriously, she's the best kitten ever. Like so incredibly snuggly. And
We know.
wants to
We
be
thought
around
that you
us
thought
and
the
just-
kitten you have was the best.
Oh,
and
well,
we'd love to give you that. But
Our best. How about that? Our
Yes.
best. It's our
That's
best
so much
kitten.
better.
I mean, just amazing.
yes, I am
And-
still strumming that uke.
Oh yes.
Do you see who? Is that even going to mean anything to you? The jive aces are competent. I'm not sure which. The jive aces, the group.
The group?
Yes,
They're watching?
one of them is.
Yay! Well, thank you for watching. And yes, he's playing
I was on stage with
every
them at the
night.
Cicada Club at Los Angeles one night. They signed my ukulele, which is around here somewhere. I think it's in that closet right there. I mean, it's on display over here with all the spotlights on it.
We've only
and the laser.
lived here for a little while, so we have not actually hung. There's a wall dedicated to hanging all the ukes, and honestly, it's just been a project that keeps getting knocked down. So it will be on display. So you have to come over to the house and see it. That's all. We're in Vegas.
Yeah. It seems like they were coming to or already passed through Vegas. I can't remember.
Well, I'm sure they'll come again.
Do you know we
Vegas
have
isn't going anywhere.
tickets to Steve Martin and Martin Short, and I believe that is when we are going to now be in Atlanta.
Yes, it should never make it to the closet because it's used.
I know, but I
it's
did have a
signed, so we didn't
custom
want
one
to
built,
use it.
and that was a
Actually, that's true.
a dolphin, whatever.
Literally drove.
Anyway,
Oh, they drove through an Easter weekend. Well, we're here.
I thought
so
I
next
saw
time.
that in the.
Yes,
That would
next
be
next time. And Amy says that yes, we got Vegas.
kittens pulling my socks right now.
Yes, are you guys in California?
No, they're over in another country. They're in the UK or something.
Oh heavens! Oh heavens!
So it's very
okay.
rare that they would be over here.
I get it.
And I
Well,
I just let it pass by. Or wait a minute. Or maybe this is all part of a big surprise thing you planned, and they're about to walk in that door. Give me sunshine, right?
Not quite. I'm so sorry.
It was,
But it's a good one.
You like having visions, right? We're gonna.
Yes. Visualization has been a huge topic as of late. So
right.
very excited. Yes, the UK.
All right,
we
we
need
made
to
a-
go back to the UK. We've been talking to Sam, and we need to do that.
We need to. We need to.
I would
We need
like
to. We need to.
Let me put it that way.
What if we enjoyed
to.
another journey to the UK
that'd
where
be
we
cool.
got to spend more time? We
okay.
need to. Now, if they didn't hear that, then that's just ridiculous. I don't know what that.
They're resurfacing the street outside of our house today, and so we're not really sure what all noises. It's been kind of interesting.
This is like there's a train. Well, I don't know
I
what
don't
that
know
is.
what that is.
I don't know. They probably can't hear it. We save like lunatics. All right. So in the description of the today's show, what?
Oh, you're going back to Lucy.
Yeah. Is that
Suicide.
okay?
Yeah.
In today's description, I talked about we're having a real Polar Express. We had really Polar Express moments here. So you recall in Polar Express. Well, first of all, let me back up. Because of the kitten being underfoot all the time, we thought
so a bell would be great, right? Because then we know where she is, so we don't accidentally step on her. Because there's been way too many close calls at this point that just scare both of us. Because she's so little too. It's like, oh my gosh, like I can't even. So
we can't even.
Cannot even. So we thought, well, okay, a bell would be a great idea, and then we discovered something.
Hold it. So yesterday, she's walking around with this thing on, and I'm saying, so did you decide not to use the bell? Or did she chew it off or whatever? And Tracey looks at me like, you can't hear that? And so it's, now right now, I can hear that because of the microphone, I can hear the metal clinking or whatever. But like, does something happen here?
Well, no.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't hear anything here. Do you?
I do.
You boys and girls at home?
Boys and girls, do you hear?
So she's looking at me and I'm going, oh my God, it's the Polar Express.
Seriously. I'm
but
like, you just have to believe.
See, that's the thing. It had nothing to do with that. Tom Hanks was just old. The higher frequencies were out of there. It didn't have anything to do. The whole movie's based on this idea that we lost it somehow. No,
we just got old and can't hear.
That's right. He just needs a little hearing aid of some kind, just to tune in those frequencies. He can be fine.
Yeah, clear as a bell, Amy says.
Clear as a bell.
Boom. Yeah.
We need a rim shot.
We do. Yeah, I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have any.
Yeah. So, but then it had me think about like, well, what else am I missing?
So I was curious because I found this because this was like a decoration we had. Do you hear that?
I hear a slow sort of clang.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lower one. I think it's. Yeah, I definitely hear that.
Okay.
I think it's just that higher
pitch.
Way higher frequency. So I don't know. Like we said, we were going to test, like because we have an app that just shoots out frequencies. So I could just dial it up until I can't hear it anymore, and see if she could still hear it. But yeah, because now we realize that the bell will do me no good whatsoever unless we get a bigger one that's a little bit deeper. I think if it was just a little bit like that one.
Yeah.
Or let's get a cowbell. More cowbell. If she just had a cowbell around her neck, that would work.
Okay,
and she wouldn't jump up on the table that much.
I want to hang out with Christopher Walken one day before I go, and I'm telling you that because of you, that cowbell thing just makes me laugh so hard.
He must. Funny. He can't walk down the street on any given day without somebody yelling "More cowbell." There's no way. He's got all these other great roles. Like all these intimidating,
I can't even imagine
amazing things. But more cowbell's got to be the number one thing he's yelled at.
I don't know.
And is he over it?
I don't.
Or does he still think it's funny?
I don't know.
What?
Do you guys have any idea what we're talking about when we say cowbell?
Of course they do.
Okay. I didn't until you mentioned.
Fair enough.
If
you don't know what we're talking about, I promise not to mock you, but just type. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes.
No, we're not going to explain it. I'm going to say Google it. Just Google. Go to YouTube and more cowbell. All will be revealed.
Yes, Kathy knows.
Right.
Yes.
But yeah, so she's been kicked around because of this lack of bell in the face lots of times because she hides and then jumps as you're walking.
And she's so fast. So this is kind of another problem is she's little, quiet, and fast. So she gets in between your feet before you've even realized it, and sneaks into rooms.
And then there's momentum, like, for example, I squished her in the refrigerator door, luckily she's boneless, apparently. I'm freaking out, like, oh my God. She's like, let's go play with this other balloon. Yeah, balloons, by the way,
Oh, or the bomb. Balloons.
Small little balloons like this big.
Yes.
Which we had for Harper, the dog's birthday party, of course.
Yes.
From the week before. And they are her number one, with a bullet, favorite cat toy.
Anything we have laying around.
Right. Now, but she also loves those little plastic springs. We're way talking more cat and me about than planned it.
Yes.
So, anyway, we don't have to keep talking about the cat. I don't want this just to be the cat show, necessarily.
It's okay.
But, hey, listen, so a few weeks ago on the Lounge Show, which, is Saturdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We showed a clip, media clip. No,
okay,
listen to her.
Okay.
Like, we didn't talk about
No,
this.
we did, but I...
Well, here it comes.
Okay.
So I'll set up. So here's the. I want you to. The best way to do this with you here. It was one thing when you weren't here because I just set up the clip and I said that she briefly was. So I just. So a little backstory, and then I'll set up the clip itself.
Okay.
So why are we watching this?
Why are we watching? Is this what somebody said?
I'm saying that. You are now going to explain why are we watching this clip.
Oh, we're watching this clip because in a previous part of my life, I was an actress, and or thought that I wanted to be, right? So I majored in theater, minored in art. I did a lot of stage, commercials, and one-off kind of fun things as an extra in some Chicago films and commercials and things like that, and voiceover and stuff. But yes.
And so one of those projects.
I'm not on the edit room floor like on a lot of them. So you actually can kind of see it's me. And I don't even know how the heck this came back up. But so what year was this?
Well, the reason it came up is because you used to do work with the Piven Theater.
Oh, right. So yes. Oh, my family. The Piven Theater. So in Evanston, Illinois is an organization called the Piven Theater. It was founded by Joyce Ann Byrne Piven, which is Jeremy and Shira's parents. So Jeremy Piven was in Entourage and blah, blah, blah.
And this thing.
And this thing, which is Cupid. So the first time I actually met Jeremy was on set at what you're going to see now. It was a TV show that actually only lasted a year. And one of the episodes was...
Hard to believe after you see this clip.
Crowbar. Well, I guess the network moved it around and so nobody could... I don't know, whatever excuse there was. But anyway, needless to say, I got hired to be an extra. It was a Halloween episode at Crowbar. So for those folks who are old enough to know...
Shout out for Crowbar, ladies and gentlemen, okay. Crowbar.
Yeah, that was my 20s,
7 people here are
right?
Crowbar employees.
Yes, lots of... who the heck knows? My following is totally possible because I spent quite a bit of time in Chicago nightclubs because I worked in them. Anyway,
nice qualifier.
Right? Anyway, so this is just an episode, and we ended up talking. I was like, I wonder if I could find that because it's been, oh my gosh, so probably over a decade since I've even looked. And like the internet's changed, everything's available now, and I thought, oh my god, I wonder if it's out there. And on YouTube, sure enough, it is.
She did a little bit of a deep dive, maybe took you 5 to 10 minutes, and she goes, oh my god, I found it.
I can't believe it. And I remembered that you could see me, but again, I had a VHS recording of it.
And this clip from YouTube is not much better. It's pretty much looks just like that.
Pretty bad.
It's really quite awful, but you will be able to tell. So just the one little piece of clarification information I need. The premise of the show was what? That he was Cupid?
He was Cupid.
So he was helping people get with people, basically.
Correct. He was specifically this one woman. I don't remember, really, honestly. I mean, I was in there for an episode. I didn't really pay
right. So I'm just going to tell you this one scene. So he's in this nightclub. Everybody's dancing, and he's trying to help like these 4 guys hook up, I guess.
Yeah, right.
And they're dressed like the village people.
Because it's Halloween.
Right. And so they're too scared to go out and do anything because they have the fear of rejection.
Yes.
And so he spins it on them and says, you've got to go out and just get rejected a bunch of times. That's how you'll find the thing. So here's the deal. The one who gets rejected the most wins this incredible bottle of alcohol, and the one who gets rejected the least buys the alcohol.
That's right, I remember.
So that's the premise, and he's just about to send them out, or he's just sending them out into the dance floor to go for it, and here is where we join it.
And watch for it on the left.
Hey there, Fruit Loops.
Pushes me out of the way.
We're going to give you another chance now. We're going to give you another chance to be on the left side of the screen. You'll notice her face, her lip. There she is, there she is. There she is looking disgusted. And then, hey, wait a minute, Jack. All right, we're going to watch it one more time. Because otherwise I'm about to jump back into the past and not There she is. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, thank you. And actually, if you watch the rest of the episode, there's another clip of me dancing.
I wish we had gotten that one. I remembered that there was that anyway.
Yeah.
The other part about this week was that 2 days ago, my main hard drive on this computer said, I'm done. I'm done with you. And it's only been like a year. It's not even that old. It's a solid state drive. And a solid state drive, I'm coming to find out, is like, you may as well, you're not going to recover any data from it or anything. And it just died. And I'm like,
backups.
I'm like, yes, I did have some backups, etc. And most of my data is on external drives, etc. You don't need to know all that. Would you like my passwords and PIN code too? What is this? An interrogation? I am not on trial here. I'm sorry. So anyway, so immediately I'm on Amazon, like, because this has happened to me, I've been owning computers since I was 14 years old. And the first time, you lose a hard drive, it is the worst thing in the world. You are like, my God. And because you don't have backups, you're 20 or whatever, and it's back then, whatever year that was. Well, I can't even count back that far, So, yeah, so this one, so I was just like, okay, because it's one of these things where you remember over time. Oh yeah, that because all right, I got to reinstall everything. Fine, I'll just do it. But then you remember. Oh yeah, that program that took me forever or had that weird driver or whatever, and then you're going through your workflow and you go, okay, it doesn't work. And all these buttons that run the show and all the programming. Because I'm like, I got an interview tomorrow. I have to be back up and running inside of 24 hours. Now, back in the day, that would be
you wouldn't even have the part within 24
hours.
There's
no way you could have done it.
But
I remember a stack of Windows disks put in there, all that. But these days, it's just like I downloaded a little boot drive boot thing onto a flash drive on another computer. Put it in this computer. Put in the new hard drive. It said, who are you again? And I logged in, and it just went burp. And basically, the whole thing, Windows was installed. It knew who I was. I was on the internet. I didn't have to do anything. It had my background wallpaper set up already. But I still, of course, had to install every freaking thing. And I'm still in the process of the discovery moments. Who's with me? Hi, anybody relate to what I'm talking about at all?
It's Mercury retrograde. That's what I said. Electronics, communications, things just kind of... But the good thing about it is that, it's a recalibration. So now you have a better... Twice the capacity, correct?
Yes, I did. I replaced that drive with 2 terabytes instead of 1.
Right. So yes. And everything else, relatively speaking, was kind of an easy thing. And things are running smoother.
Of course, because it's a clean install,
and it's plenty of space.
So
in the end, even though it was not exactly what you would like to have happened, there is a silver lining.
Yeah, huge. I mean, there's always some divinity in it.
Right.
And in the process, because I had this voiceover job that day, and I was like, no computer, so I used my laptop, which made me realize, I can use my laptop, which is quieter because I'm up in my VO game, etc., etc., etc.
And it'll be better in the studio, so blah, blah, blah.
Etc.
It's all worked. See? Yes, it all worked
out. It always does.
Yes.
That's what I keep trying to tell Tracey. Day after day, I keep saying, it's all divine. If you could just get that.
Trust and have faith. Sorry. Yeah. It's all divine.
I have to make a major leap if I'm going to talk about the next thing on my list, and I got no segue to get there.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't have. I like somehow we got to be like, speaking of wizards. So how can we get there?
Oh, speaking of wizards.
No, but we weren't yet. So we got to get there logically.
Oh.
In the meantime, I'll just have you look at this thing, which I think we can
wizards.
turn on. That's red. Now that's something fun that you can think about.
When it turns green.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So now it's
okay. Now hold on just a cotton picking minute. as this thing changes, it becomes invisible in my hand at the right moment. So we
It's
just
magic.
have look. Hold on, get greener still. All right, it didn't, but
Wait.
that is what
It
sort
will.
of wizardry is this? Speaking of wizards, you notice that whenever a wizard speaks, it's like, he's always got some sort of, let me tell you something.
Yes, wisdom.
He always seems to be from the UK or someplace over there.
Wisdom.
There's never
Ancient wisdom.
I've never heard of a redneck wizard. Hey y'all, get me some potion up in here. Come on. Who's
True.
with me?
True. Very true.
But now I want one. Now I want a whole series called thank you. Called Trey, the Redneck Wizard. Because to me, this writes itself. Bob, I want sets. I want Trey, the Redneck Wizard. I want a wizard in overalls or some like that. And I'll come up with however he talks. And he's a redneck wizard. And he deals with redneck problems. Is redneck offensive?
It potentially.
If you're a redneck, are you offended by that? I forget. You can't say anything.
I don't
watched
know what
this.
anything PC
Bob Doyle
is
from
really
The Secret.
anymore.
Canceled.
I love how Bob
He
says
said
done.
redneck.
He'll have that to you by tomorrow.
Great. Hello, I'm Bert. Yes, the scenarios.
gosh.
It
Oh
just
my
writes
gosh.
itself.
Oh my
He-
gosh.
He might rival Dotson in it writes itself ability. Dotson made an appearance this week.
Yes.
Thanks to Bob.
Thanks to Bob.
Hold on one
Oh
moment.
my
The 7 people
goodness.
from where did they work?
Redneck Wizards, oh boy. Oh wait, the 7 people who
The
worked.
7 people who were here. I said that they were from the something or other. Ah, crap! I don't remember. That short attention span. It's brutal. Brutal.
I don't know. It's age.
All right. Well, no, I got nothing else. So, what do you got? What did you bring? I did think I really want. There's 2 things I want to do.
Okay.
Well, 3. There's so many things I want to do. Number 1, I told you before, I want to redo the video in the background of our pool. That's right. We're not outside.
Yes.
To have the unicorns.
It is our backyard, but
It is our backyard,
But
and I made it so it's. I'm leaning like it's going to lean you. Now, historically, that waterfall has gone down and then it's gone backwards, so that there was a loop.
Oh,
and then
yes.
I've just figured out how to make it loop, and so now it's seamless. That's this geeky thing
that's
that I
cool.
just get a kick out of that
Seamless.
nobody cares about. And I can't remember the other
Mike.
thing I was going to say.
well, I like that. Oh, our well,
What? I'm sorry, I can't. The Bob Doyle Show in VR. Now, I don't know exactly the status on this. Our friend Bob Hockey,
so
who's
yeah, I
talking
figured
about...
Bob was here watching, so it'd probably be good.
He's been working
yes.
his
So,
wizardry. Speaking of wizards.
Totally. Oh my goodness.
And I...
Okay, so to give context, so sorry guys, because we're seemingly not having a dialogue here, right? So virtual reality VR, obviously we play a lot. Bob plays a lot, and Bob Hockey, our other friend Bob, plays a lot too, and is a creator of incredible worlds and characters, and oh my gosh, like mind blowing kind of
So
thing.
basically, he's an enabler.
He's
So,
an enabler.
thank God.
Yes, thank
But anyway,
God.
so that's fun stuff to look for on the Bob
Yes.
Doyle timeline.
Yes, so
and I
he's
don't know how we...
building the whole set and everything else.
Eventually, see that if I start doing that again, then that can be actual content for this show. So we don't
Well,
have to sit
yes,
here
and
and just
then
think of things
people
to
in
say.
VR could be on the set watching this show live.
Well,
yes.
that is the
See?
point.
That
okay,
is my
that's
thought. I think
that's
that
the,
would be
okay.
really amazing.
Thank you, Tracy, for bringing it around
There,
town because
yes, full of vision of what
home.
we want to do here. With
So
the
what
Bob
she's
Doyle show.
suggesting is that we could do the Bob Doyle Show in VR,
Yes.
and you could literally be in the studio audience with us there.
Literally.
Okay, in VR.
Yes.
In VR chat, either in a VR headset, which would be preferred.
Yes. Or
Although we got to figure out how to block off the stage. That whole lock the stage, so they can't come rushing the stage. They get that personal
so
space
they-
wall. I see that in some of the worlds where you can lock the area. We got to do that so that the stage is pure.
I see.
And
so
the audience
everybody
can
comes
run.
like,
Yeah.
okay.
Right. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
But then you can come in and you could sit down and be part of the magic, and then we'll take group selfies afterwards. You
Right.
can
We
be
could even do like a live Q&A after.
in
The
a VR.
studio,
Yes,
the
ladies,
VR
are
studio.
you getting excited?
Yes.
See, piece of cake, bouncers. That's what he
I
calls
love
them,
it,
ladies and
bouncers.
gentlemen. Oh, I love that. Yes. Oh, yes.
We have actual bouncer.
We're going right back to the nightclub conversation.
And when they're up, the person can't get past that area.
Yes. Can we get some security guard looking guy?
And I'll bet you, I know Bob can get them to say like, "Hey, you're not getting past there," you know.
You guys, I love the imagination. Creativity is glowing.
Now, a lot of this may not make sense to you unless you've played or have watched us play to get some context of what we're talking about here.
Yes, but we'll Bob has everything set up where he can record himself in VR, so we can record what we're doing. So even if you don't have VR, you can still experience. Well, you can at least see what we're doing. It's not the same experience. Right, it's not
the same, but whatever.
Yes, but still very cool.
Oh. I was going to say something. I had something else to say legit, and then I saw the cat over there, and all I could think of was, "That's so cute," and now I'm done.
We're back to Lucy. Yeah, it's the...
Oh, yes, I remember. Of course. This afternoon, it's Wednesday, so this afternoon at 4 o'clock, our metaverse, our Luscious XR metaverse meetup occurs. Mastermind, thank you, not meetup. We're not meeting up with anybody. We're masterminding.
Well, we're meeting up in VR with our mastermind group that have VR headsets.
And don't let that intimidate you. Yes. What makes them a mastermind is they have a quest. That's it. That's the qualification. And they have a desire to come in and play with other people in a safe space without a bunch of weirdos. Well, a couple of weirdos, but weirdos that you know, right? And so that's what we do each week. If you're interested in joining us,
and you have a VR headset.
And you have a VR headset, let us know. This week, today, we're going to check out the Big Screen app, which is basically it's a video viewing, sort of a community collaborative video viewing. So you can watch movies, YouTube, your own movies, your desktop, whatever, in all these environments on these huge screens with friends. Throw popcorn, throw tomatoes, draw things in 3D. Drink drinks, the whole thing, watch a movie.
It's really cool.
3D movies, all of that stuff. And when you're in there, it really is like this IMAX experience outside or wherever it is. So it's a really, really cool way. But it'll be the first time today that I've tested that with other people watching the same thing at the same time. So we're going to make them watch this show.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, guys.
just for a second, just so they go, turn it off, right?
Okay, yeah. Let's watch something else. We'll watch The Secret.
Yeah, we do tease that. We talk about we should do like a secret event.
In 3 years, we still haven't
and I'll
watched.
come in and do a whole VR presentation, and I'll blah, blah, and then we'll watch The Secret in VR. I mean, like it paints a nice picture.
It does.
It's a pretty cool idea.
I like the idea. Does anybody else like the idea? Do
but we got to ask the people who would attend. It might sound great to people who it sounds great.
Right?
But
can we heckle?
I would encourage it. In fact, that would be.
And throw popcorn. Actually, you can throw tomatoes and they splat.
That would be it's like we'll call it The Secret Roast. We watch it and then
when Bob comes on, we just
right. No. All right, now I'm not liking this idea so much. All of a sudden, it was fun for a sec, but
I like it.
But still, the idea of watching a group anything, like we'll have like a 48-hour. Oh, get this! Oh, here it is. We do a Bob Doyle show marathon where I just play all of them, just nonstop, and the room's just open.
Okay.
And you can walk in at any time and stay as long as you want and watch as many. You can't control anything. It is where it is. But all the way back to 2015, and you just binge them all. What do you think?
I think that's a fun idea. If you can set up an instance that does that, that would be really cool.
Yeah, that's the part that is like letting that just go without me having to be there or whatever. I'm sure it's possible. Everything's possible.
I think it's possible. I'm sure it's possible. Marathon,
yes, just like this marathon. And then there's times when I'll pop in live. To take questions from the audience, like, why are you here? Nobody else is. That's my question.
I love his visualization. It's good.
Sorry, I'm reaching down because there's a cat looking at me, holding my hand. This cat holds your hand, she touches your face, and she just
nibbles your nose.
She's just going, how much bigger do I have to get before I can fit that in my mouth?
Yes. I missed out on about 3 hours of sleep this morning because I had Kitten tucked up in here purring, so sweet, and then she moved over here, so sweet. Then she moved over here, so sweet. And then she attacked my head.
You had quite a groove there. She moved over here, so sweet. She moved over there, so sweet. She moved in my hair, so sweet. She's over there, so sweet. Yeah, you got it.
That.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then she attacked my head and my hair was, anyway, and it was fun. And then she tried eating my ear and I was awake.
Things kittens do, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it's so fantastic.
I hear some music in the background, which means that another 30 minutes has passed, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Oh, crap.
Thank you for joining us. Okay, sorry.
And we had a celebrity appearance from the Jive Aces today, so this is a big,
that was
big
really
show.
Amazing, actually. I'm so happy
show.
for that. We have to go to the UK. It's a done deal.
Why did the music stop? That's very anticlimactic.
I know.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it for the Bob Doyle Show. Now we're going to do this the right way. We'll see you next week at 2:22 p.m. Hold on. One little view of the kitty cat before we go.